for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. Yeah, I was just thinking of something. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew out in Minneapolis tonight.
Indeed.
Board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Somebody told me today that I start every show with, "Hey, buddy." And I said, I don't think I start every show with, "Hey, buddy." And they're like,
Not
yeah,
hey, buddy. It's just, hey, Loveline, hey.
And I say, "Hey, everybody."
Yeah.
It's Loveline, but I don't say, "Hey, buddy."
No, you've never said hey, buddy.
So I got a buddy who claims "Hey, buddy" is his thing, and I stole it because I say "Hey, buddy" on Loveline all the time, and I couldn't think of it. And I said, "All right, I'll try to pay attention tonight," and I say "Hey, everybody."
Yes, hey, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes,
Why
always.
do people? What is that? And you know, my problem is I'm so easy to gaslight because I can't remember anything, and I'm always sort of daydreaming, and I'm out of it. I'm not paying attention. I just believe them.
But you know what happens to you? You know what happens to you? You because of the way you were punished by the LA Unified School District, when somebody says you're wrong, you immediately assume they're right, and when you find out they're not right, you get extra mad.
Well, because because they make me question my sanity.
Right. But it's so many years of being beaten down by that goddamn system.
Yes, I'm sitting. I think it started at home, quite frankly, Drew. But I'm sitting in between two college-educated, bright, intelligent guys today, and they're both looking at me going, "You start every show with 'Hey, buddy.'" And I was like, "I do? Yeah. Wow. Well, okay. Are you sure?" And then they started laughing, like, "Yeah, it's all you do."
No,
I say, "Hey, everybody."
Yes.
Not copywritten. All right, let's move forward here, Drew. Minneapolis?
Yes, Minneapolis. I yesterday assisted. I'm now an expert in penis enlargement.
Wow.
I did a thing for Discovery Health Channel. I did surgery all afternoon yesterday. Penis enlargement surgeries.
What do they do? Clip the tendon?
We clipped the tendon. I actually assisted with that part of it, and it's pretty gruesome. You're sort of pushing the penis away from the pubic bone. A guy named Brian Rosenthal in Beverly Hills, the guy that did this procedure. And then when they enlarge it, they basically they unglove the penis. They take all the skin off it, and they circumferentially pull off all the skin so they can dig underneath, and basically sew in like a giant ravioli.
Yeah.
Like a Pop-Tart, like a soft Pop-Tart. And they sew it in, they pull the skin back over it,
They
and
wrap
there you
it
go.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, and there you go.
That's donor tissue, by the way.
That's correct. It's like it's not really. It's like de-organified. It's like it's all the life's taken out of it, but the matrix of the donor is there. That's right.
Well, I mean, that thing's coming off some kid who bought it on a motorcycle.
And you put it on your penis.
Yeah. So anyone who puts those stickers on their license, go.
Oh no.
Well, hey, listen. You could give corneas so that a young inner city child could see, or you could pack a little heft on some fat Arab's joint.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
What would bring you more joy, Drew?
I'd rather have the retinas taken off. Thank you.
Really? I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to the big Arab guy. I'm going to the Sultan's honker.
At least you see some action that way? Is that what you're saying?
This is the way he would have wanted it. The tough part is if they grab, if I was going to, I do have the donor sticker on my license, and I may very well end up on the Sultan's joint.
Yeah.
My feeling is here's the caveat. I want my own pecker meat on his pecker. I don't want my forehead on the guy's pecker.
Why? Why does that matter? Why does it matter?
You
want your pecker? I see. You want the business end of you working with his business end.
That's right.
Otherwise, it doesn't fit in the sort of cosmic scheme of things.
Well, would you want them to graft the skin from your scalp or your chin or your eyelids and pack it onto the Sultan's joint?
But Adam, how about your nipples?
Maybe
they're
sensitive.
That's very important. They could be really
awesome
for you.
I'm not sure if he'd want that.
No.
Nipples on his penis.
No.
The thing is the thing about the tissue is it's bought, right?
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive, and I do believe it comes from donors and or, I don't know, transients or whoever. I don't know how you get into that tissue bank.
I don't know, but by the time, I mean, the stuff really feels like real soft tissue, but it's all the organic materials taken out of it. It's just sort of the matrix left behind, like the superstructure.
Either way, it came from a fellow human being.
How do you know so much about? Where'd you read about it? Where'd you hear about this?
Well, first off, I know everything.
But first of all, pardon me for mentioning that you might have read about it. I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I don't read, but I know all.
Yes.
All right. Is this guy down on
yes,
Beverly or something?
You did a hot dog procedure with him.
Yeah, I went down there. Me and Jimmy went down there a few years back. And,
he told me
talked to this guy. Yeah, these guys are always a little off, by the way. And the guys who do the penis enlargements. Most all plastic surgeons are always a little off. Teeth are a little too white. Their scalp's a little too shiny. It's always something. There's always something. They got that gold chain bracelet. Always something a little off about these cats.
Well, this guy's a urologist, though. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying. He goes and turns puts cans of corn in guys' underpants for a living.
He claims that his patients are exquisitely satisfied, extra super happy. All right.
Anyway, how much length? Hold on. How much length and how much width?
About an inch to an inch and a half length and 20% in girth.
20% in girth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's, substantial, right?
It's something. I mean, here's the thing, though. I think guys, when they do that, they sort of aim to impress, and mostly sort of impress other guys. And, I've seen his sort of the book and thing. It's like, yeah, okay, it's bigger, but...
Well... Yeah. What percentage, you never think about the gay clientele.
Interesting.
What about that? And how does that break down?
Wouldn't they want to be less intrusive, as it were? You know what I mean? Less traumatizing?
Well, I did have an anus tightening procedure, if that's what you're talking about.
Yes. That's kind of where I was going. Yeah. Well, nice. That's good.
Yeah. He used a skate key and ratcheted it in a little bit. No, here's what I'm saying. If you're a straight guy, everyone wants a large penis, but if you're a straight guy, I mean, women don't care about it that much, is all I'm saying.
Most don't, that's right. So you're impressing other guys.
If you're looking to impress guys, maybe it helps if you're gay.
I don't know.
I wonder what percentage. And then, I don't know if this guy will guarantee his work in the ass. I mean, like I won't stand by. It's like, look, I'll honor the warranty on your Lexus, but if you take it off road,
right.
No, I'm sorry, warranty voided.
It was not meant for the Baja 500. No.
You take that. You go mudwamping in that Lexus, voids the guarantee.
All bets are off.
No warranty anymore. I would say that with my penis work if it was going in the ass.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
I'd probably have it on the wall right under the no shirts, no shoes, no service sign, and then the playful kiss the cook. And then then the other one where the little character's laughing, rolling on the ground, and it says, "You want it when?"
No, except there'll be a little modification on that. You want it where?
Yeah, that's right. All right. So how much for this procedure, Drew?
I don't know. I haven't found that out. I actually interviewed the guy. I just assisted in the procedure.
All right.
I'm going back to interview him.
That's the first thing you asked.
I know it's different thing. I'm interested in the whole surgical part.
I know you are, but people who are watching are interested in the feasibility of it from a money standpoint.
And that's why I'm going back and doing an interview with him separately about those kinds of things. So
all right.
Well, we were all scrubbed in. I had my gown on, and my hands were in this guy's phallus. Yeah. God's sakes. Yeah.
What was the guy? I mean, how big was the guy? Did he need help?
He wasn't that small. I mean, yeah. No, you would have been impressed.
And it's hard. It's hard to tell when the guy's flaccid anyway, isn't it?
Well, they work them around. They show all different poses, as it were.
You mean they get the guy erect?
Yeah, a little bit.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, they're working that area and pulling it and working on it and stuff. And inevitably something happens. And when they do some of the procedures.
the hell is going on in this world?
And some of the procedures, they actually inject something in to create an erection. They put a little
because it's easier to deglove the thing.
That's for I forget which procedure it was. He said he has to do that on. I think it's when they hit the corona. They put pad in the tip, pad that up too.
Yeah. What's that called? What's that corona circle called? Our listeners called it something once.
Oh my God, what was that? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy.
Had a great name to it. All right. There
you go.
Well, he's doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and then listen, let me tell you something with all these sawbones who hide beneath the thin veil of, well, these people feel incomplete. Yeah, they need counseling, not you to pack more layers onto their honker.
Well, I did ask.
It helps. These people. It's just like the guys with the. It's a woman trapped inside a man's body. They need therapy, not you to cut their joint off, you hacks.
I did ask 1,000 times what kind of screening they do, and it's like, well, they want it. No major psychiatric problems, and then they want it.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
I know.
And they're all happy afterwards. My thing is, where are they a year or two down the line? I wonder how happy are they then when they start focusing on other things they need fixed or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to Amber, who's 23. Amber?
Hi, Adam.
What's happening?
Well, first of all, let me just tell you I'm blind because you've complained about me not telling you that right from the beginning before.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And
thank you for not calling yourself impaired.
Or visually challenged.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a difference between being visually challenged, or actually they call it visually impaired, and being blind. Visually impaired people have some sight, but they're not completely blind. But
I yelled at some PC puss who told me it's visually impaired. That doesn't suggest you can't see anything. That just means you see out of one eye or out of focus, or it could mean 1,000 things. Doesn't mean blind. Impaired doesn't mean total loss of.
Exactly.
All right, baby doll. So what do you see when you open your eyes?
Well, I was in a car accident, lost my eyesight due to head injury, the optic nerve and whatnot. I
remember you telling us this. Yes, I remember.
It was damaged, not severed, but severely damaged. I can see a little bit of movement, like when I move my hand back and forth in front of my eyes. I can see that. But I think it's partially me being able to see, and then partially my brain actually...
detecting the movement.
Making the movement. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, because I can put my hand behind my head or underneath the covers of my bed, moved around, and still see it.
How long have you been blind?
Oh. That was David Allen Greer, yeah. Hey, Amber.
Yes?
Well, first off, I don't know many blind people, but I do watch a lot of paper channels, and I know you must...
That's not surprising. Blind people only make up 1% of the entire population.
Really? Well, I know you must be an excellent swordsman.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I mean, because these blind guys, they take on 4 or 5 guys. They're crazy with the swords.
Or detectives. They do great detective work, too.
Yeah, but with a sword.
Yeah.
All right, so you can't drive. What do? You string
or
beads?
Nunchucks.
Nunchucks are good, too.
No, nunchucks.
They're nunchucks. They are nunchucks.
You're right.
Yeah, somebody screwed that up about 8 years ago, and everyone bought into it. There were always nunchucks. All right, go ahead, Amber.
Okay, well, actually, I have 2 questions today. The first one is my periods. It's very difficult to tell when they start for me, because obviously I can't see the blood. And as I've gotten older, they've become even more difficult for me to tell. I'd say since about June, July of last year, I think I'll start my period, put a tampon in just to remove it 8 hours later, completely dry.
Okay, what's the question?
The question, well, I've heard you say before, Drew, on air, that taking birth control pills the 4 weeks instead of the 3 weeks will suppress your period.
You take it continuously, you can take it for 4 or 6 months at a time.
Exactly.
You don't take the week off.
Exactly. Now, my gynecologist keeps telling me that's not healthy for you, and that you should at least let yourself have a period every 3 to 4 months, if not every other month.
Well, they're saying every 4 months to 6 months. I've heard that, but there's certainly a group that's advocating that there's sort of no limits on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Amber.
Yes?
You able to work?
Unfortunately, no. Due to the accident, it kind of screwed up my feet, so I can only stand on them for about maybe 15 minutes to half an hour at one time.
How old were you when this happened?
15.
And what happened?
I was in the car with some friends. There were 6 of us, only 4 seatbelts. Only 2 of us were wearing the seatbelts. We were in a convertible Jeep. We were speeding. No drugs, no alcohol was involved, but like I said, there was speed. We ran the stop sign and we got T-boned, sent us into a tailspin, and the 4 of us who weren't wearing the seatbelts flew out. 2 of us had minor injuries. 2 of us had major injuries. 1 of us died. And I'd have to say, out of everybody, I was the most severely injured.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Although I would still count the dead one as the most severely.
I would agree with you on that.
You know...
Seriously. Hey, Amber.
Yes?
So, do you watch TV even if you don't watch it?
Yes, of course. It's
okay.
It's one of my few enjoyments, you know. And interestingly enough, TV is more comprehensible to me than movies are. I can't watch movies by myself and on my own because they're just too visual, and the majority of them don't make any
more complex
damn sense
too. TV's more for the
much simpler. And although there are certain shows that I can't watch, for example, the home improvement shows, you know, like that.
The good news is you've never had to watch Fear Factor and see some.
Yeah, I've heard you complaining about the commercials,
very bad times.
I'm glad about that.
All right, do you have any idea what Drew looks like?
From what I hear, he's very attractive. And honestly, when I first began listening to the show, I had the biggest crush on him.
All right, that's enough.
And strange enough, Adam's forgotten what I look like too. It's been so long since we've been together.
Yeah. I have you as sort of a stocky mulatto, bald, and the cleft palate. Let's see. I feel compelled to go to strip clubs.
Hey, Carolla. Before we get too far off it, I put together 4 opens, just 4 random opens to hear what you say. And I put work into it, so I want to play it. So you ready to do that?
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Cool.
Here we go.
Well, it's got to say, hey, buddy.
But now it's not ready. Hold on, real slow.
All right. I know if Anderson's playing it, it's the hey, buddy comes out.
And Dr. Drew.
Hey, buddy, it's Loveline.
And Dr.
Everybody.
Drew.
Hey, buddy, it's Loveline.
And Dr. Drew.
Hey, everyone, it's Loveline.
And Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline.
So there you go.
So it's kind of, you know what it is the every gets swallowed on some of them.
Yeah, it's buddy.
Well, on 2 of them, it was, hey, everybody.
Yeah.
But the other 2
it's everyone.
weren't.
Yeah,
All right.
it's clear, by the way, you mean everyone when you say everybody.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Anderson. Nice work, buddy. All right, let's get to getting here and speak to, well, we got Germany or Florida. We got Amanda. I'm going to speak to Amanda. Amanda?
Hello?
24?
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
I'm a girl, but hey.
Hey, dude.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. And act. All right.
So, do you want to know?
No, lay down. Now, you're now gone. Please hang up on yourself. You've been on hold for 43 minutes. Okay. This is a good time, Drew, to bring up the Saw DVD.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Not saw as to see something, but saw as to fell a tree. Everyone who gets on the air tonight, wow. Now, Amanda is 24. So she's over 18. She was technically on the air.
She was on the air, yeah.
It was only for 22 seconds, though.
Doesn't matter.
I did most of the talking. All right, the point is everyone who gets in tonight and is over 18 gets themselves a Saw DVD. This is a scary movie. Danny Glover is in it. Carrie Elwes is in it. And no one knows how to pronounce his name exactly, but Carrie, we got for sure. And the Princess Bride guy. Anyway, critics say it's the creepiest movie ever since Seven. Did you see Seven, Drew?
No, I didn't.
Shocking. That was a good movie. Anyway, creepiest since that. And if you get in tonight, you can go to Derbyshire, England. Well, you actually don't get to go, but you certainly get to qualify to go over to England and watch Bloodstock. Yeah. So you get in. The movie comes out on DVD February 15th, which is Tuesday. And anyone that calls in tonight gets in, as long as you're over 18. All right. Where are we going now, Drew? Talk to Mike. Mike.
Hey, buddy.
19? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm calling pretty much. I'm trying to figure out, like, every time I get loaded on meth or about any other drug, I have, like, this need to go to a strip club or either engage in type of sex. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what the reason might be.
You're 19, you're high.
Yeah, and the sort of the way to think about it is that, particularly if you're an addict, when the reward systems become activated, there's a drive that gets activated. So you're high, but you also now have this sort of push to keep using and keep trying to sort of stimulate that part of your brain with highly arousing kinds of stimuli. And sex and extreme sports and speeding and doing more drugs and strip clubs will be part of that. It's really when people try not to do drugs that they start to engage in even more of that kind of action.
Well, what is it, though? What is it, Drew, besides just impaired judgment? When you get effed up, you want to do things that are worse for you. I mean, nobody gets effed up and says, I'm going to go for a watercress salad and a little tofu stew.
Right.
They're like, I need a big, greasy, sloppy chili burger. Then I want to bang a hooker. And I perhaps would like to kill her and then have sex with her corpse. And then it's another...
Too much. You've said too much.
I'm not... Hey, buddy. All I'm saying is then another cheeseburger, and then it's off to hunt spotted owls.
Right.
What is that? What is the impulse to do everything that's evil and everything that's wrong?
The prefrontal parts of your brain, the part that controls impulses, sort of shuts down, and the part that sort of the impulse center, the drive center, gets charged up. So one is being activated and one's being deactivated, and guess what? You're going to do the stuff that just feels good and is arousing and is thrill-seeking, is gratifying in a very primitive and visceral kind of way. Right. So you want to have, chili, and you want to go to a strip club, and you want to do more drugs. There you go.
Right. Except for pot, which is something the man doesn't understand. The man just talks about, hey, drugs are drugs, and high is high, and intoxicated and altered is altered. No. Yeah. You get high, you're a much better customer than when you're drunk or high on coke or speed or something like that.
I think the reason there's such controversy about pot is that basically, you're right, Adam, when people are actively using. It's when it stops working and they start sort of using less and either switch over to other drugs or feel all freaked out because the drug isn't working anymore. That's when they start fishing around for other kinds of behaviors.
Well, it's also... it's an interesting thing, I'm thinking about it now because now I'm thinking about the brothers. The brothers get high, and the brothers are capable of violence when they're high, but they don't get the munchies. Maybe there's a different thing. Like, here's the thing. A white guy gets stoned, he just wants to eat. But if you told him, hey, no eating, you got to go kick that guy's ass who disrespected you, the white guy'd be like, I got to eat.
I can't.
Maybe I could kick his ass, but I've got to be eating while I'm kicking his ass, and I don't even think I could kick his ass. I'm not sure if I can move. The only thing I can do is chew at this point. Someone has to feed cake into my mouth, and I'll just chew. I'm not even sure if I can swallow. You guys are going to have to spit in my mouth and push it down there.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now, the brother... I got high as a kite with Snoop Dogg for like a whole afternoon. The guy didn't eat one thing.
Interesting.
But
nor does he get very aggressive, though, no?
Well, now let's look at it this way. There is, you take the rap community. There's a certain amount of violence in that community.
Are you profiling again? How dare you?
There is no racial bigotry here.
I'm just saying, when when a little of that violence we just spoke of broke out, there's a very good chance that the people that were involved with it were high. Because everybody's high all the time in that community.
Yeah,
okay?
That's true, yeah.
Now, they ain't eating, but they will throw down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I
White
think that's,
dude eats and doesn't throw down. Drew,
interesting.
You got to look into this.
Yeah, I do. You're right.
Next time you get someone on that functional MRI thing,
Yeah.
figure out why white guys eat and black guys don't eat, and white guys can't get off the sofa and black guys can fight.
That's my main mayonnaise.
Thank you. All right, just to think about. This food for thought. If you're stoned and you're white. We're going to take a little break. Dr. Drew's in Minneapolis tonight, and we'll be right back after this. Yeah. Woo! Get it on. Yeah.
Break it down.
Gotta get it on. Gotta break it down. Gotta get it on. Engineer Chris in studio tonight. Whipped up. Looking good, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Ready to rock. Yeah. Let's get it on, buddy.
Yeah. Huh? Let's get it on.
Get a hand in.
Yeah.
All right. Drew's over there in Minneapolis tonight. Drew.
Yep.
Where are you physically broadcasting from?
A boardroom, like a meeting room in a hotel.
You're using your Zephyr?
Zephyr, it's great.
It's awesome. You sound better than you do when you're at radio stations.
I know. I think this has to be the way to do it from now on. It's ridiculous.
All right.
How weird is that? That's a little magical box I put on a phone line, and I can broadcast from anywhere. Better than the big radio stations.
Yeah. Now, what do you bring? Do you have to bring your microphone, too?
Microphone, headset, and the box.
Headset?
Box.
Headset? Headset?
Cans, Mr. Carolla.
That's what we
cans.
call
Bring
them.
my cans.
That's what we call them in the business. All right, it's time to play a little Germany or Florida with young Keith, who's 16. Keith?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey. First of all, Adam, you're hilarious. All my friends listen to you guys at night, and then we talk about you at school the next day.
Thank you, and thank them.
Yes, and Drew, you do great work helping all the kiddies out there.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
That's
Keith.
pretty funny, Keith.
So, with Germany or Florida? Okay. Yeah. A man trying to torch a neighbor's home in a possible act of revenge suffered fatal burns when his car caught fire as he was driving away from the scene, police said. The man pitched a Molotov cocktail on the roof of his neighbor's roof, but his car burst into flames as he drove away, police said. His vehicle was ignited by fire, and it stopped when it ran into a tree, the police spokesman said. The man later died of his burns at a nearby hospital.
Yeesh.
Wow.
It's Germany or Florida.
Wow. Man, the vindictive neighbor is, very Floridian, but the
Molotov
cocktail
is very European.
Very European.
And old school, too. I mean, that's just, I don't think the trailer park gas-wielding inhabitants of Florida could manage that.
Yeah, I know. But that Molotov cocktail is one of those things that works so brilliantly in movies, but I'm not sure if I could pull it off without blowing the thing up in my hand or spilling it all over myself and setting myself on fire.
You guys got to think moonshine and jugs, too, though.
No. And then throwing it on the roof, that's a significant effort that, I don't know, Floridian, I don't know.
Also... Well, Florida has those flat roofs, though. Germany's going to have a steep pit. Germany's. But let's talk about a few things. Germany gets a fair amount of snow. Engineer Chris is holding up a dry erase board that says 22 inches. Most Munich got last winter,
so
by the
roofs,
way.
Pitched roof.
Yeah. Glad you can read that.
They have a very steep pitched roof in Germany because it snows. Anywhere it snows, you got to have a pitch on your roof.
You're right.
Thus, the Molotov cocktail is going to roll onto the lawn.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the Germans would be more apt to have a wood shingle, like a cedar roof that would catch on fire when it hit
the rocks that the Floridians might have.
Floridians would have a flat roof with that, just tar mopped on it and those white rocks stuck to it.
Yeah, the rocks, exactly.
Right. And way less, in Florida, way less flammable. Roof-wise. It's rough.
Yeah, and then let's think now.
Drew, there's only one answer here. One of us goes Germany, the other goes Florida.
All right, I'll go Germany.
You're going Germany. All right, I'll go Florida. Keith?
All right.
Adam, you rock again. It's Florida.
Yeah.
We thought we would see you with the Molotov cocktail.
Well done.
Yeah. Hell yeah. F yeah. S yeah. Yeah, thanks, Keith. Really feels good, buddy. You calling from Burbank?
Yep.
Where'd you go, Burroughs?
Burbank,
Yep,
Burbank, Adam.
Burbank? I'm sorry, Rape Bank, as it's known to anyone who drives an automobile through it. Or actually pedestrians who attempt to cross the street, too. Lots of
Such as yourself?
Lots of chicken-ass tickets handed out in Rape Bank, California.
Rape Bank.
Keith, wait till you get your driver's license, buddy. You are in for a world-class reaming. It's awesome. It is going to be awesome.
Haven't you gotten a jaywalking ticket yet?
I haven't.
Don't they require that as a citizenship in Burbank?
They'll usually hand them out once a year, even if people are infirmed or can't leave the house.
They just mail them to you.
Yeah, nothing. Never been raped trying to cross the street there in Burbank, huh, Keith?
Keith, go down by that media. Go down by that media.
Go down
center.
the media center.
Yeah, wait till the walk light flashes that it's going to go to don't walk, just the don't, and walk in the street and see what happens.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. That's where I got mine. Except for I beat mine, but again, you beat a ticket, and if by the way, here was my victory. I had to take 2 days off of work, one day to go down and get the court appointment, the other day to actually go into court to learn.
You sure showed them. You beat it.
Show up, and so I missed 2 days of work, and and my payment is not having to pay.
Right. You beat
it. Yeah, here's what it's like. It's like, hey, Super Bowl's coming up. You got Philly, you got New England. I'm going to take Philly, and I'm going to take one touchdown. And if you lose, you don't have to pay me. You just don't lose. I mean, you
right. You don't win.
You don't win.
You just don't win.
You just don't lose, and that's winning somehow. Yes. My thing is with the courts and with these chicken-ass tickets is you wanted $108 of my money. Now you lost. You owe me 108. Right. Maybe that'll slow you down just a C hair the next time you attempt to hand out one of your chicken-ass tickets to the fine citizens who, by the way, pay your bills, you idiots. Jesus Christ. C hair. Stop effing with your own community, would you, please? Please leave your own alone. You wonder why people, that's the bumper sticker I want. You know all those ass kissers with the back the badge and all this nonsense they put on there? I'm going to put one that's going to say, leave your own alone.
That's nice.
Cops, stop effing with the people that pay the taxes. Go after the criminal element, would you please? Stop the chicken-ass stuff.
It's a great campaign.
Leave your own alone. Yeah,
I like that.
Know. I know us fat guys in nice cars present a very tempting target for you guys to do your raping. The government does enough raping for me. They take half my salary. That's not enough? You guys need a little extra something? Why don't you just dip into that half they take each year? Focus on that. All right,
good times.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right. You're always right.
Thank you, buddy. Let's talk to Ryan, who's 18. Ryan?
Hey, what's up? I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. It's pertaining to sleepwalking. Every time, or not every time, but about 5 times in the last couple of months, if I get drunk, my roommate will say he sees me sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And
what about that?
It never happens when I'm sober, and I don't remember anything of it, obviously, the next day.
All right. Well, I mean, drinking obviously makes your brain work differently, right? And there's various explanations for this. Some people get into a sort of withdrawal state. What time of night does this happen?
He still say, if I go to bed at about 1, maybe around 2.
So an hour after you go to bed, you start walking around.
Something like that, yeah.
And do you black out at night too? I mean, prior to going to bed?
I don't remember much before going to bed.
Yes, you're in a blackout. And in blackout, people will march around, do all kinds of things they don't remember. And alcohol profoundly affects. Alcohol is a horrible sleep medication. Adam, I know you don't believe this, but
that's my medicine.
I know
that's
your
my
medicine. It doesn't really work. It calms you down, but it's not good for sleep. It actually, it kind of helps you fall asleep, but then you'll be in a state of abnormal sleep and do things like, wake up or pee on things and things like that you wouldn't normally do. People urinate, get up and urinate in the middle of the night on their furniture and stuff. Yeah, that's part of this whole syndrome. And with the blacking out and that, I usually always see that kind of behavior in people with a family history of alcoholism. You already have an abnormal relationship.
That is
true. So you have family history, you probably have the gene, and so the relationship you maintain with alcohol sort of is pathological already, even though you don't actively have the disease. And yes, people get up and sleepwalk and pee on things and do all kinds of, and about 3 or 4 hours after you go to sleep, because alcohol is a diuretic, you need to pee, and by that point you're starting to have withdrawal, and so now you can't go back to sleep, so people drink more in the middle of the night. Is that your thing,
I whizzed in the sink one time.
One time?
Did I say one?
Every time?
I meant 100,000 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
100,000 times. Got it.
Well, I said 100,000, right?
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And when you were drinking, though, and kind of blacked out, where did you pee?
Who, me?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be in your usual sink. You'd sort of
go out the window. I peed
in the
cat. In the cat.
In the cat. In the cat.
Not
see,
on.
You see?
Not on the cat. In the cat. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me? In the cat.
And not in the cat's mouth.
No, that would have been a vacation for the cat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No, Drew, I don't black out. I never black out.
Okay, but you don't have disturbed sleep. You just imagine. Well, your sleep is so screwed up already.
I've been sleeping pretty good lately.
Really?
Yeah, not bad.
I'm
all right. I put my earplugs in. I put my big Lovey padded eye shade on. I get into my oxygen chamber with Bubbles, my chimp.
Are you using something for your nose? Are you keeping it open or something for something?
No, I breathe out of my mouth. It's just it's been rainy. It's been kind of moist outside. I just suck water off the side of the bed. I'm fine.
Wow, it's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Good times.
All right, let's keep a rocking here. Gotta go to break. A quick question for Scott is 25. Scott?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
Huge fan of you guys. You guys are great. I just want to let you know you're doing the Lord's work for sure.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Good work. Adam, are you racing in the Long Beach Grand Prix this year? I don't want to go unless you're going to be in it.
Oh, thank you very much. Did you see a couple years back when I wiped out that guy?
I saw a little clip on Kimmel. Was that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, what place did he come in? I was like, no place. He never finished. There was half a lap left, and I drove him into the wall, and he coasted for about 20 feet, but that was about it. That was fun. I don't know. I haven't been asked to do it. I'm sure I'm on some sort of list. No. That's a desperation list, after they get to the A list, the B list, and C list folks, they'll get to me. So I may be asked. I may not be asked. I know they like to mix it up, and they don't want to do the same people every year or maybe even every other year. And all that stuff. But, if anyone's listening and they're representing, I love them cars.
Like it's mostly bachelors and bachelorettes and stuff. So, I think you're definitely
Yeah, the thing that's tough, the thing that's true is, you go look at the years past. They've been doing this celebrity race out in Long Beach at the beginning of the Grand Prix, the celebrity Grand Prix they've been doing, and you go to the place where you do the training out in Willow Springs, California, and you look up at the wall, and it's like, wow, there's Al Jolson and Bob Hope and President Reagan racing in the first one. Then I'm sitting there next to some guy from a Mexican soap and some chick who was runner-up on The Bachelorette, and it's like, huh? Yeah, I got one guy in a giant bee outfit and the Ditech guy next to me, and I'm like, what? What happened? And I'm sure they're looking at me thinking the same thing. But it's like, don't put the wall, up on the wall, it's crazy. It's like, wow, look at that. It's Meryl Streep and Jimi Hendrix. Awesome. And he was dead for 10 years before they started the race. That's a kind of draw.
Awesome.
No, but seriously, huge. I did Frank Sinatra and Meryl Streep in 1981, and then I'm just sitting there in between the Ditech guy. All right, you ready to rock?
Let's go. Break time.
We're taking a break. We're going to break it down.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back. We're going to rock out. We'll be right back after this. Yeah. Loveline of Adam. That's Dr. Drew in Minneapolis tonight.
Snowing like a mother effer here, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
You catch any of those Grammys tonight?
Just at a distance. Why? Anything interesting happen?
I don't know. I saw one thing, and it's like I was being punished for doing something wrong. I turned it on an hour into it, had time to watch one act, and it was Mark Anthony, Latin heartthrob. And I just, first off, I perpetually hate Mark Anthony because he sings that song, I Need to Know. Yeah. Tell me, little girl, because I need to know. I need to know. He just keeps singing, I Need to Know, and it's like that song blows huge monkey ass. It's just a horrible, repetitive, crappy, derivative piece of steaming ass. That song sucks. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, and I don't know what else the guy does, I'm convinced there's certain guys that are international superstars that nobody likes and nobody knows, but they keep working the international superstar, and you just keep thinking, well, there must be something they know in Spain that I don't know, and you just sort of go along with it. Right. I don't know anyone that listens to him. I don't know anyone who has his records. I don't know anyone who can name another song he sings, and just because you're not fat and you're Mexican does not make you a Latin crooner.
A genius, yeah.
This guy is not, no, they do that, listen, Ricky Martin is good looking. I understand that. Mm-hmm. Is that his name? Did I get his name right? Yeah. Yeah, he's nice looking.
You're gay.
I see it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I see it. But Mark Anthony's like 5'7", 140 pounds, and all nose. He looks like a wet rat.
Nice.
But I'm just saying, why do you get to be a Latin lover? How do you get to be that? How do you? Oh yeah, I got. I was banging Miss Rio Grande, and then I went and now I'm banging J-Lo. How's that work? Women can be fooled that way.
Oh yes.
All you got to do is once you're seen with J-Lo, now that's it. And you've been labeled a Latin superstar. Now
you know what that is.
You're cool.
If somebody cool wants him, they all got to have him.
In demand. Yeah. Yep. It's like their crappy purses. Right. God awful, gaudy, horrible looking things. $500, and they're fighting over them.
Take a call real quick.
Guys would never do that.
No.
Would we ever be fooled into that?
No. In fact, nothing would make us happier than something we really liked and really wanted that other guys didn't want.
Yeah, and conversely, if there was a female equivalent to Mark Anthony, and some big superstar wanted to date, it'd be like, have fun.
But yeah, imagine it.
Enjoy.
There's somebody you really think is hot, and no one else does, and they're all going after somebody you don't like. It's like, oh, fine, enjoy.
Yeah, all right. Latin heartthrob though, Drew. All 5, 6 of him. Awesome. Yeah, and he can't sing. Awesome. Yeah, heartthrob. Gloria?
Yes.
You're 20?
Yes.
What's up?
I have a question for Drew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. My boyfriend and I are all about really good sex, and he's been telling me about this thing that women can do when they orgasm, where they, squirt.
Some women do that sometimes.
Yeah. And he's been telling me to try to do it, and I don't really know if I can or if...
No. That's something that either happens or it doesn't happen.
Really, it's not something you can learn.
No. No, you can pee on him if you really want to impress him.
I would suggest it. I would say, get in there, get up in there. I think I'm close. Get in.
Get closer.
No, closer. Yeah, be awesome.
Well, because, I know some women have to, learn how to orgasm.
Yes,
and then there's women who can and can't. But
right, you're absolutely correct. But no, there's no way to learn this one as far as we know. And even the women that do it only do it intermittently and really they can't predict when they're going to do it.
Really? That sucks. Because he's all about that. He thinks it's the coolest thing, and I feel bad because I can't do it for him.
Whatever.
Once again, you've disappointed a man.
Yes.
Just like Daddy.
Not at all. He's never disappointed.
Okay.
But I just had to know, that's all.
All right. There you go.
Not at all.
No.
He's never disappointed, but he's all about that. He really would have liked it, but I can't do it.
He's always pushing for something more that he can't have. He's always pushing,
but I'm never disappointed him.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like this guy.
No, me neither.
And I don't know, Gloria's I mean, it's good to please your man and all that, but when they ask you to levitate, you tell them they can't do it, and then they get angry and pout. You know what I mean? It's like,
yes.
What do you want?
Yeah.
All right. And I think there's some sort of feeling, and by the way, this thing is sort of like being able to roll your tongue up into a taco shape.
That's right.
It's just some people just do it out of the womb, and then other people need some duct tape and a tongue depressor and a cigar, and it just doesn't make any sense.
And CGI, yes.
Right. All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back after this. Yeah, Loveline, madam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is in Minneapolis tonight where it's snowing.
Yes, it is.
What
Heavily.
is it, 2 hours there or 3 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
All right. And here's my thing with the 2 hour, 3 hour thing. I'm fine. I can figure most of it out. It's just the states where it's split. I think Florida may be this way, maybe Texas.
Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah.
Ohio has a 3 hour part of it?
A two and a three, yes.
Yeah. I don't, no. Here, you just decide.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I'm
like it's like once you live in California, you go to these highfalutin weddings all the time, and it's like, well, she's Jewish and he's Baptist, so what we did is we went ahead and we had a priest and you decide. I'm not going to sit through both these retards. You pick one, flip a coin. We're going one or the other. I'm not going to say. I'm sitting through 2 weddings now. You got to pick one.
Yeah.
And go the priest. It's always faster.
Or go Unitarian. There's these non-denominational guys.
Just pick something. Get some guys like barefoot, and he's he calls his wife Starla. He drives a VW van, and it's painless. You don't want the rabbi.
God.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, well. I'm just saying, some guy tonight started yelling at me. He was a marijuana advocate, screaming at me because I just started talking about how it's addictive and how we're treating and stuff. I was like, oh, please.
But Drew, you hear every critique is screaming at you.
No, you're right. No, this guy was yelling at this guy. I can't remember. He was in my face, yelling, like nose to nose kind of thing. Like, all right, relax.
Well, where were you?
Relax. I gave a talk tonight at this convention. It's like, oh my God! And this marijuana advocate guy was there, and I was like, oh come on! I was just about to go do my thing. Anyway, good times.
Well, listen, people that smoke pot are very defensive about it because they don't want to be lumped in with the druggies. But the reality is once you got 20 years under your belt of smoking out every day,
you're a drug user. Yeah,
a drug user.
And by the way, my whole thing is, we don't give a rat's ass what you do. Go ahead, go enjoy.
Yeah.
But don't tell me what is or is not the case when I know different. Just
relax. They just work.
Pot,
it's not physically addictive.
Oh, here we go again.
It's psychologically addictive, yes, but it's not physically addictive. It's like who cares? You got to smoke out every day.
And I'm mad at myself for not saying exactly that, which is you either stop or you either can stop or you can't. That's it. It's very simple. If you're an addict, you can't. If you're not an addict, you can. That's fine. Whatever.
Let's look at it. Let me put it to you this way. If it's not physically addictive, it's only emotionally addictive, then you're very weak-willed because you can't stop.
Right.
Exactly. Now, if it's physically, you should hope it's physically addictive. At least you have an excuse.
Well, the reality is that it's all brain chemistry. And if you can't stop, it's because of that brain chemistry, and that's what addiction is.
What do you mean physically addictive? Like this is something we've bought, like a woman trapped inside a man's body for all these years. I don't even know what it means.
It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. You can either stop or you can't, and if you can't, it's because of a particular biology of the reward system. That's it. Period. And there is no such thing. There's no such thing as psychologically addictive. That term, that's the one that doesn't exist.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, people that smoke pot, just like people that do heroin.
That's right.
It's just not as bad a drug, that's all.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to talk to some people who've been on hold for quite some time, starting with Brett, who's 17. Brett?
Yeah.
What's up?
Not so much. What's going on?
Just checking your scene. What's your question tonight?
Okay. Me and my girlfriend have some friends that they've been having sex for a long time, and they use protection and everything. And a couple months ago, the condom broke on them.
Yeah.
So, like, my girlfriend's all freaking out now, and she wants me to use 2.
No, that's more likely to break. 2 is more likely to break.
But then 3.
3, I don't know, but 2 is more likely to break.
Well, I don't know if 3 is safer, but you get a little extra girth, and that's nuts.
Yeah, you could avoid a surgery that way.
Yeah, like those ones that advertise super thin sheer wall. I'm like, no. Give me the fat ones. Give me the
padding.
super. Give me the ones where it's essentially looks like a paint roller.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I just want to. I'm looking to thicken up a little bit.
Why not?
Why not? All right, let's forget about sensation.
Wait, you can last longer that way too.
Yeah, Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
1 condom. Just get a good condom.
All right.
Use
All
it
right,
properly.
champ.
That's it.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Hey, keep the morning after pill around. That's really the backup you need. If there's a condom failure, morning after pill, within a day, 90% protection.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk to Ashley, who's 19. Ashley?
Actually, Ashley's my girlfriend. She went home, but I'm the one that had the question for you anyway.
Well, he's been on hold for 70 minutes. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Joe.
All right. Go ahead, Joe.
Well, me and my girlfriend Ashley were having intercourse one night, and she asked me if she could stick her finger up my butt. I said it was okay.
Yeah, I know. Let's let him finish his bogus question.
68 minutes he spent.
I know.
For this. But here's the real question: did the girlfriend actually go home? Do you know?
Was she there? He's just taken over, or was she even there? What do you mean?
Well, maybe the girlfriend just called in, and I realize she must have called in. Otherwise, our crack phone screening staff wouldn't have, let Uncle Joe on the phone saying he was Ashley.
Right.
But was she slated to leave soon as he got online?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Once he got a girl hooked in, he could take over then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, actually, I called first, and they told me to have her call back, and then she had to go home.
That's what we're saying.
Well,
You're
go
making
ahead.
our case for us. Well, go ahead.
Keep going with the finger.
Well, the problem is that once she did that, it got me off really well, and now I can't get off unless she sticks her finger up my butt.
No. No.
We don't believe you, Joe. We don't even believe your name is Joe. How about that?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
For you.
Problem.
Yeah, there's no 19-year-old guys named Joe.
No?
Maybe Joey. Maybe. But not Joe. All right. So, you've been on hold for 67 minutes, and that's it. See, you really needed to build into it a little more slowly, Joe.
And there needed to be a question.
Right.
Well,
I have no question.
There was a way I could get off without her sticking her finger up my butt.
Yes.
I think you've managed to do that several thousand times without her in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Before, but once she did that, now I'm having trouble. I have not been able to get off without her putting her finger up my butt.
You've turned the corner. There's no going back. And by the way, that's not how guys work, Joe. You successfully beat yourself off 1,555 times before her and her index finger walked into your life.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you can do it again. You're probably doing it right now. So don't worry about it. And again, a non-question. Right. How do I? This is a chick question, perhaps, although chicks don't ask bogus questions. But for guys, this doesn't exist. It does, I don't know if you're watching, Dr. Phil, or maybe it does if you're reading those crappy Vogues and Cosmo magazines.
Right, how do I fill in the blank?
Yeah, I'm a guy, I'm 19, I've been getting it on with a girl and having at myself and all that for a number of years. Then one night, she puts her index finger up
and I can
my
never go back, yeah.
And now I can't orgasm without it.
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah, that's BS. That's just BS.
You could orgasm during a autopsy with your dork and a wood chipper when you're 19. You could you could actually watch them actually get that pizza cutter out and get the skull, get the rib spreader out, and you could have your penis in a wood chipper and
by the way,
orgasm.
Here's the other thing. Agree with me on this, Adam. The male that actually suddenly does have some problem orgasming, will tell you all the things he's tried to overcome the problem. He will, including the wood chipper or whatever. He'll be like, I tried it, and he'll be freaked out. Like, I tried this, I tried that.
He doesn't call, what do I do? Yeah. The next part of the bogus question is thinking he was gay.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
that's usually whenever there's fingers in the butt.
Yeah, completely bogus.
There's the I'm wondering if I'm gay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Well, that's all right.
Well, you got the girlfriend to do it for him, though, right?
Yep. Mary.
Hello.
You're 16.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay. Today I was rehearsing with my band, and then we got drunk. And there were 4 guys in there in total. One of them's my boyfriend. And I had sex with my boyfriend with the 3 guys watching. And I was wondering if you guys think that makes me a whore.
Yeah.
Well, it...
what would Emily Post say?
Yeah, it doesn't make you a saint. I don't know if it... I don't want to pass judgment.
What is it you're asking? I don't know quite what you're asking.
I'm not sure if you're eligible to be, vie for the Rose Queen candidate this year. You actually just had intercourse with the other 3 guys standing around.
They were drunk too, so they were just messing around then.
They were masturbating, is what she's saying.
What were they doing?
I'm not really sure. I wasn't really paying attention.
Adam, please. What do you think they were doing?
Just hanging out. Like, one of them was shooting a BB gun at a peanut or something.
All right. And why did you decide to do it in front of them?
Well, I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. Like I said, I was really drunk, and me and my boyfriend were thinking about having sex for a while. So.
This was your first time?
No.
I'm confused.
No, right.
What do you mean you're thinking about having sex for a while? What does that mean?
Well, I mean that day.
That day you'd been talking about it?
Yeah. And, we were supposed to go to a party, but that got canceled. So we were like, oh, then might as well have our own party.
Were you just out of your mind, loaded on multiple substances?
No, I was just using one.
But really, really drunk, though?
A little bit.
I mean, not to know what you were doing. And what is, you're ashamed of this now, and you want to know if you can be not ashamed?
Well, it's not that I'm ashamed. It's just I kind of feel like, wow, why, how bad of a person am I?
Well, I don't know. Look, you're not a bad person, but you're getting a little momentum with the booze, and you've
got some substance problems.
Obviously, someone who makes bad decisions when you're drunk.
Right, and that usually means alcoholism. Alcoholism is defined by the consequences, and here now you're starting to accumulate some consequences. So you got an alcohol issue. You probably have some boundary issues where you don't really perceive boundaries well, which means that something happened to you growing up, like some physical abuse or something. And those are the behaviors that manifest in someone with that history. Now, if you want to do something like that, if you feel bad about it, go ahead and get some help.
What if I don't feel bad about it?
All right, well, don't bother us then.
Yeah.
Why did she call? She didn't feel bad about it.
That's right. I like the way people are feeling. They feel bad until you suggest they might feel bad. Then it's, what makes you think I'm going to feel bad about that? It's like, I don't care. I don't care. It's
the man is telling him, yeah.
You feel bad. I don't care.
All right.
It's your word about.
That's right. Just enjoy, and it's just rehearsal with the band's got to be a little rough.
Oh, yeah.
But, all right, just do what you want to do. We don't care. We're not here to judge.
No. Or to profile.
Yeah. Tasha?
Yeah, hi.
You're 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
All right, well, last Monday, I found out that I was, pregnant, And, I called my friend who works at Planned Parenthood, but she, doesn't really know that much. So I just wanted to know, I have a couple questions, but one of them is, how far along do you have to be to get, the physical abortion?
What do you mean the physical abortion?
I know there's, the pill, and I know that there's the vacuum.
Right.
Everyone, everyone that I know is the pill makes you really nauseous and gets you really sick and everything.
No, they're thinking of something different, but go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. And,
those are the options, basically.
Yeah.
That's it. You have the vacuum and you have the pill.
Yeah. So, but then I know with the vacuum, the people or the few girls that I know that got the vacuum, Like, they've been about 4 to 6, or about 4 to 6 months pregnant, and I don't think.
No, they were not that.
No, they weren't that far along.
No.
Well, I know like the latest was probably about 5, but I think I'm like probably about like maybe late, like probably going into my 2nd month or something.
All right, you got to get in there right away. Come on.
Really?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, well,
listen, time's on your side, Tasha. You just slow it down, little girl, and relax.
Check this out, though. Like, my best friend, right, she's, like, this hardcore Christian chick. And, like, I've been seriously thinking about whether I should have it, whether I shouldn't. But, like, she came up to me the other day, and she was just like, well, you know, I really don't want you to get this abortion. But if like, you know, if it has to come to it, then I'll adopt it. And I was just like first, like, it didn't really dawn on me, like, how ridiculous that sounded until, like the first thing
Adoption, we think, is a great option. We think that's a great way to go and a courageous way to go. And if you want to go that way, that's fine. I wouldn't give it to another 15-year-old. But, yes, certainly there are plenty of capable parents out there.
She's 19, Drew. How dare you?
But
she's 20, yes. But the fact
totally
that she's
different.
The fact that she's born again suggests that she has some mental disorder. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It just is. It's one thing. It's one thing to have a little spirituality. It's another thing to just be too big a puss to admit there's nothing out there. That's really most people. 90% of 50% of this population of this country is just, they sort of suspect that there's really nothing going on out there, but they're too big a puss to chance that. So they just sort of, there's something. But when you start getting in the born-again part of it, then you're into look, is there anything, look, I say if you have a woman trapped inside a man's body, that person's psychiatric case. You got a guy you got a personal relationship with who's floating up in the sky looking after you? Big difference in those two thoughts? Really? Not considered a mental disorder? And then what is? The Shiites who fly the airplanes into the buildings? What? Are they they're just very devout people? They should be respected? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point does it become a disorder? Yeah,
that's something people grapple with for sure.
I'm going to the mountaintop. I got a 6-pack and a folding chair, and the Raptors coming this weekend. Yeah, sane person. that the person you want raising your kids?
But anyway, what's his caller's name again?
Tasha. Write it down.
Tasha. Get back to Tasha. This business about adoption and what she's doing. Look, she needs guidance. You need support. You need somebody who's used to helping people through these kinds of situations. You're going to make up your own mind, but right now you are in denial, and the clock is ticking, and you may have limited options if you let too much time sweep by.
All right, Tasha. You need to haul your ass into Planned Parenthood tomorrow.
Immediately.
And make a plan.
Immediately. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, see, I had lunch with her today, and I was like, I made up my mind. Like, I was seriously like distraught this whole week, trying to like think, well, should I do it? Should I not? You know? But I told her, and she was like, she got really sad, and she was like, I was like, so what's wrong? You know? And she's like, I wanted a baby.
Look, get to the Planned Parenthood. Listen, you are all over the place. Get to Planned Parenthood or get somewhere where they can give you some counseling, okay?
And wait, one more
Figure this out.
One more thing. Well, I just got like my PAP results back, and they said it was abnormal, and I need a colposcopy. Like, will it interfere with each other? Like,
they may limit what they can do. Did they know you were pregnant?
No, not yet.
All right, look, get in there, please. Look, you're going to get cervical cancer, and ignore that. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
All right.
Get going here.
Stop taking advice from somebody who thinks the Earth is 2,000 years old.
Yes, or anybody else but a professional.
Find a doctor, would you?
Yes.
Look, let me explain something. Please, everyone listen. Most people are idiots. That's number one. Number two, most people in their 19, 18, 17 are idiots. And then you put the chick part on there. Now you got a real problem. Yeah. You chicks who are 19 listening to your other 19-year-old friends, oh, my God. Oh, you want to talk about bad advice. You want to talk about a horrible leader. We sit here every night. Tammy, she's 17. She says that. You shouldn't be listening to any chick who's not a lesbian under the age of 30.
Yeah.
That's right. I said it. Only lesbians know what they're talking about under the age of 30. Am I right, Drew?
You're right.
Thank you, buddy. You're very smart to know I'm right. All right, let's talk to. And here's the thing, guys are stupid too. They just don't talk as much, or if they do, they talk about sports.
Yeah, they limit their
Guys, when 19-year-old guys with other 19-year-old guys don't give advice. Like if there was a 19-year-old guy who was pregnant, like if guys could get pregnant, you were 19 and you hung out with your other 19-year-old buddies and you're like,
think about that.
I'm 3 months pregnant. I'm missing my period. I don't know. My dad's going to kill me. Here's the advice you'd get. You're effed, dude.
No. First,
all right, are you going to finish that sandwich?
No.
Drew,
first,
don't do that. No.
Wouldn't they first laugh their ass off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just saying. First, then do your thing. Yeah.
No.
Right.
No. Drew, give me an idea. Say something.
No. What do you think?
No. No.
That doesn't work.
No. No. All right, Drew. Stop doing that. It's a horrible habit.
Fair enough.
No. That's something to add. Fine, add it. No. Had a joke, All right. Let's take a break.
No.
We'll be right back after this. Hey, buddies. It's Loveline, Adam. That's Dr. Drew in Minneapolis tonight. Just got mad at Drew for yelling no. And we're back and ready to do the show. Now, Drew's point is well taken, though, which is, guys would laugh. Guys normally laugh first.
Right.
And then the advice they dispense is you're effed.
Right. And then they want whatever you've got in your hand.
Yeah, and a lot of that's how when 19-year-old guys give advice to other guys, they don't give advice as much as they react to what horrible situation the other person's in.
Right, that's right.
And then they do a lot of what were you thinking and man you're screwed and my dad would kill me if I was actually they make things worse.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that 19-year-old guys have is no means to do anything. Like, look, if you needed $200 for the abortion, it'd just be like, wow, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's like, no way.
Impossible. All right, let's keep on keeping on and go to the phones and speak to Stella. Stella?
Hi.
What's up, baby? You depressed?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Ooh.
I have this, I can't stop using crystal meth.
Uh-huh.
And everything's too hard, and I need to go back to rehab.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. Why don't you just do that?
I don't know. I need to find a center, and that's why I'm calling you guys, please.
Where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
And do you have insurance?
Medicare.
Medicare. Oof. Medicare, doesn't cover treatment of addiction, right?
My dad doesn't mind paying. I just want help,
Mm-hmm. Oh, your dad will pay?
I'll pay. I don't care.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Drew, write it down, buddy.
Why don't you go to Casa de las Amigas in Pasadena? It's a fairly reasonably priced, and people have been through treatment before. It'd be good for you. Okay?
Casa de what now?
De las Amigas in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
Casa de las Amigas.
They do great work, and it's home of the 3-pound burrito.
If you,
Dude, it's awesome.
If you still have trouble, I work at a place called Las Encinas Hospital in Pasadena. Also, if you're feeling like hurting yourself or really feel like you need more monitoring that a sort of residential place can handle, give us a call. Okay.
Las what now?
Encinas, Encinas.
Sorry,
well, she still may be on the Casa part.
Yeah.
Could you spell it again?
It's going to be awesome. She's going to call information. She's going to get an auto upholstery place.
LASENCINAS.
LA.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous right now, and I'm shaking.
All right.
G. Okay.
And
you better get the L part first.
Okay.
You got the LAS part, LAS?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, all right.
Okay.
E-N-E-N. C. I. N. A.
Yeah.
S.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
And you got the Casa de las Amigas, too? I hope so.
What, by the way, what part of Mexico are we in?
I know.
What's going on? You wonder why.
Like
But here's the whole thing about, Los Angeles. Well, other than the name Los Angeles.
Yes.
Is our whole thing is like, we got to tighten up these borders. We don't need them coming here to Casa de Amigos or Los Encinas or taking Sepulveda over to Los Feliz over here. And like, whoa, there's nothing doesn't have a Spanish surname on it here. There's nothing.
Right.
Why don't you guys just, I'll tell you what, pile into the El Camino and head into Los Angeles and stop over at Los Encinas, which is in Pasadena, which is right off of Los Robles.
On the San Gabriel Mountains.
And the San Gabriel Mountains. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, but you go to the other parts of the country, and it's Quinnipiac and Saskatchewan, all these Indian names.
All right, but at least we're not trying to keep them out. We just slaughtered them.
Oh, my. And left the names behind.
Well, I'm just saying we're trying to present a less attractive target to our south of the border friends over here. Yes,
I see what you mean. Yes.
I mean, imagine. And by the way, all these names, like, we don't know what they mean, but in Spanish they translate into never setting sun and endless river and stuff like that. What if you were just living in a place in Mexico is where you want to go, and in places everything was called like, Big Happy Burg and fun Jumbo Time and come on down Whitey and stuff like. And you'd be like, what?
I need to go there.
Well, I gotta go to Jumbo Funland, right?
It'd be Boobville for you.
No, right? Boobville. Yeah, I mean, think of the names. I don't even. I live in just City of Angels.
Yeah,
sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
You're right.
I'm just saying. We got to swap the names up. We would make things a little less attractive. That's all. And, all right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Also, right across the border from Tijuana is like El Cajon. And the other one is right. There's another Spanish city that's right. It's like, how... Is there, names-wise, there's no division between Mexico and Los Angeles, San Diego?
Name-wise, you can't. How do you tell the difference with name or otherwise?
Yeah. It's like, okay, leave Tijuana, go into El Cajon. That leads you into San Diego, and you just stay on the 405 along the Santa Monica Mountains there, and you just hit. You go down Sepulveda, and that takes you to Los Encinas. All right, there you go.
There you go.
Taco Bell's really about the closest name we have
to something English.
It's got the word bell in it. Yeah. All right, Lindsay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
I almost fell asleep there.
Guess where Lindsay's calling from?
Minneapolis.
California.
Oh, Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Hello, darlings. How are you doing this evening?
All right, baby. I'll relax.
Okay,
what's up?
Sorry, damn. What up? Okay,
what up?
I have a question here. Mm-hmm. All right, now, this is a little complicated, so you guys got to listen up. Mm-hmm. I am the head of a 12-step program, okay? I'm training to be an alcohol and drug counselor. Mm-hmm. I'm also a member of a 12-step program, which is pretty much the same as my own 12-step program. Now, I had a spiritual awakening as a result of my own 12 steps, and my boyfriend broke up with me, okay? This is because I've decided to live my life in a different way, sexually speaking, and he's used to the kinky cop outfit, nurse uniform kind of gal. So I'm explaining to him, look, not even saying I believe in God. I believe in energy. I believe in my personal chi, and I just don't have a sex drive right now, okay?
Yeah.
And he says, you are psycho. Now, here's the little twist to it. This spiritual awakening, I feel, is a gift from energy because I was in the hospital during this time when I had the spiritual awakening, and I thought I was Jesus. And so I had a little manic
That's,
episode there.
yeah, you're manic. You're bipolar.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah,
How dare you?
I'm in dual diagnosis right now, so I mean, I'm not in it. I'm learning about it.
Right.
So anyway, I'm not manic anymore. Okay.
You're a little hypomanic there. Are you taking your medicines?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm on Zyprexa right now.
All right.
Okay. Just listen up and try to be open-minded about this. The spiritual awakening.
Hold on. Are you allowed to have spiritual breakthroughs when you're on Zyprexa?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can't think you're Jesus because that means you're not taking enough medicine, but you can have a spiritual breakthrough. By spiritual, they just mean just connection with something greater than yourself. That's all.
All right.
Just a sense of purpose.
All right. Well, okay. So anyway, I've had my own little personal spiritual awakening, okay?
Yeah.
I'm no longer manic. I'm not bipolar, you know.
Well, bipolar is something... Wait. Bipolar is something you are chronically, but you're not manic right now. Okay, got it.
I'm not bipolar. I don't have a history of bipolar.
Yeah, but you had a manic episode.
Yes, that's correct.
That means you're bipolar.
Really? Is that because of the prednisone?
Oh, you had it because of prednisone?
I have lupus, so I was on prednisone for a couple of weeks. And
that's made you manic?
I don't think I'm Jesus, though, and I don't think I'm anything. I just have my own personal 12-step program, which needs to keep anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. My boyfriend is an atheist anarchist, and I am an ex-atheist cultural Jew, now Lindsay Bob show at the top of my own 12-step program.
All right, here's the deal.
All right, hold on. First off,
hold on.
You
relax.
are so lucky I'm looking at a Playboy right now and not paying attention to your rambling ass.
Yeah, you are a little pressured and a little hypomanic right now. Whether it's medication-induced or otherwise, you need to look into that. That's why you're taking the Zyprexa. If you weren't manic, you wouldn't be on the Zyprexa. So you got to have that managed carefully. Secondly, in recovery, people grow. And they grow in lots of different ways. But if the other significant other is not participating in a program of growth, you leave them behind and the relationship does not work. It's why relationships don't survive recovery, typically. It's not about your spiritual awakening. It's about the fact that you're no longer his drug buddy. You're no longer in the kinky stuff that he likes. You're a different person. And if he's not willing to look at his stuff and grow along with you, the relationship naturally falls apart.
I love these idiot anarchists. What the hell they even talk about?
And by the way, she really wants to stay with that guy. Of course, you've woken up and grown and looked at him and goes, feh.
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex anymore. I don't like this guy anymore.
Yeah. All right. And here's the whole thing. Spiritually speaking, before the age of 25, remember I gave that speech a few minutes ago? No one should listen to you. You should have no breakthroughs, no spirituality, just nothing. You should just focus on getting a job and not getting drunk and falling off of something. Right. That's what you need to focus on at night.
That's your
Don't get so
breakthrough.
Wasted that you fall off of something. Yeah? All right. Let's talk to... I'm going for longest on hold. I'm trying to be fair tonight. Michelle?
Yes.
27?
Yes.
What's up?
It's funny. My dad is going through the process of becoming my mom, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of screwed up. It first appeared like a couple years ago. Ironically, I found out about it about 3 days before my wedding, which was not fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he come as your dad, I hope, at least to the wedding?
Yeah. And then at the time he was going through a divorce from my stepmom, who I'm still close to.
Where's your biological mom?
I'm so close to her too.
Well, you know my policy if my dad ever starts going down this road.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do?
You said your policy a lot.
Wait, I haven't heard it. What's your policy? You going to kill him?
Do you know my policy, Michelle?
Well, I guess I know your feelings, right? You've said a few times about, if you're a man being a woman, you're crazy, which I agree with.
Yeah.
But what's your policy, though?
Oh, thanks. That's why people are so horrible. I'm about to say something. Like, I know, I've heard it, and it's like, well, what is it? Well, not your policy, but why can't people just shut up? Thank you. I will have I told my father I'll have a drifter kill him.
Right, you kill him. Hey, you know what that is, though? I think it's, I was just trying to evaluate
broken bottle.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's going to be painful. I'm thinking about actually doing it anyway.
Yeah, well, that's your policy there too. But I was thinking about why I would say no to you and do that craziness too. I'm listening to what she just did too. It's a lapse of concentration. I think people aren't, even if it's for a brief second, if they really don't listen, they'll do stupid stuff like that. Yeah, because they're on their own rhythm and they have to listen. It's hard to listen constantly. Even you and I, at least me, listening every night, you still have lapses.
It's tough. Michelle?
Yeah.
Now, your dad is he going to get the operation?
He says he is. He's going to like the transgender support group meetings. And the really freaky thing is he has like, well, I guess it's good in a way because my little sister thinks it's okay, but like she's helping him out with like, you know, his wigs and stuff. And
how old is she?
15.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know this. Well, first off, you're 27. You're out of the house.
And he lives in another state. But we.
Okay.
I guess it's just hard because we were really close when we were younger, and he has not said anything to me about it personally. I find out everything through my sisters and my stepmom.
All right. Well, let's. I think Drew and I are going to come down on the same side of the coin on this one, which is, I believe it's selfish. Ultimately, obviously, he wants to become a woman. Obviously, this is something that's important to him. On the other hand, you have a couple of kids, maybe more, who you are thoroughly going to freak out.
Yeah.
And you run the risk of severing the ties that you've created with those children.
For this goofy thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, look, we can't judge.
Right, cannot judge. Can't judge.
Obviously, to him, it's important. I mean, it's very important to him. But I also sort of believe, like, if you have a 15-year-old and it's been your, life's dream to, take a snowmobile up Mount Everest during the winter seasons, I don't think you should be able to do that. There's a good chance you're going to die.
Right.
It's being selfish.
Right.
And you could say, yeah, but this is what I want to do. This is my dream. Well, you shouldn't have crapped out the kids.
But it's a little bit weird, though, because our sexual drives are so powerful and they color everything. And it'd be like you, Adam, again, taking the boobs away and going, sorry, you can't have those because you had kids.
Right. But he has made it, 50 years without having a penis,
Right.
I think he could make it another 25 until he takes the, nice nap. Forever. The thing is Michelle, I'm just taking you off the hook, which is he's entitled to do what he wants, and you're entitled to do what you want.
Right.
Thank God he didn't do it when you were 5 or something.
I guess my
or
question
15.
was really just if he even was really serious, because he's also a recovering alcoholic that's not very sane, and he's got bipolar and all kinds of other things.
Well, he undoubtedly was a trauma survivor.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of... I mean, you don't have the hours to listen to it all, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would the doctors even go through with something like that with that many?
Oh, yes. Really? Those are the people that have this.
Wow.
Well, yeah. You just think it's the world's most sanest people that get their joints lopped off?
But the question is there any alternative treatments to sort of make these people feel like they're whole without this? That's the real weird part. They don't have other things to do.
He still won't feel whole, and then he'll...
No, they claim, just like the guy that got his penis enlarged, I was in these penis enlargement surgeries yesterday, they claim that they feel great now. You still see a lot of stuff going, a lot of problems. I remember, Adam, we had that female to male in the studio the other day.
The other month. Yeah.
And she was obviously so disturbed, but still focused on.
Look, I never met a more angry person than whatever the hell it called itself that was in my studio, and I'm not. I feel bad beating up on someone who's not here, but oh my God, what an a-hole!
Yeah,
this person was. I've never hated someone more.
Yeah.
So angry, it was palpable. It was uncomfortable. I had to ask him or it a few times. What are you angry about? What's your beef? Like, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Horrible, angry person. Obviously, here's the thing. People treat this gender reassignment like they have some sort of pinched they have like a bad disc, like they have some like a herniated disc in their back, and all of a sudden they're going to get this cortisone shot, and after years of pain, after years of anguish and sleepless nights, all of a sudden, pow! Oh my God, the pain has gone away, and I'm playing hoop, I'm doing my thing, I'm running, I'm with my kids again. No way.
No way.
You're a tortured nut job with your penis, and soon you'll be a tortured nut job without your penis. That's all. This person that came into the studio was, boy, if this was it after the surgery, I would like to see her or it or him before the surgery.
Right.
I couldn't picture someone more angry and more uncomfortable in their own skin. Could you?
Yeah. No,
Like, Drew, can you imagine spending 20 minutes with that person?
No, it was awesome.
How brutal.
Yeah.
I think born again, though.
Yeah.
Did have Jesus.
Yeah.
So obviously he's got a plan for him, right?
Well, a personal relationship too.
Well, he's got a plan for all of us.
Well, each of us.
Yeah, his plan is to torture this guy, have him a woman inside his body so he can get his penis cut off, and his plan for me is to make fun of him. I think. That's kind of how it played out, and he does have a plan.
Well, if
it's hard to argue with it.
Right. It's the proof is in the pudding.
That's right. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back after this. Yeah. Loveline. That's what I'm talking about. I'm Adam. That's the Drewsker. He's over in Minneapolis. He'll be in studio tomorrow night. Got to give a quick plug to Saw DVD. Scary stuff. It's got Danny Glover and Carrie Elways in it, and it is out February 15th. That is Tuesday, day after Valentine's Day. Let me tell you this, Drew.
Yeah.
Every puzzle has its pieces.
Ooh.
Scary, yes?
Very scary.
That's Saw. And here's the thing. You call in, you're over 18 or 18 plus. We'll give you a DVD and a chance to qualify to head to England to go to a big rock festival. It's called Bloodstock, but that just sounds retarded, so I'm just going to call it Big Rock. Here's the whole thing. It's Derbyshire, England, and you get to go see Bloodstock. My take is we're sending you to England. You know what I mean?
That's good enough.
Like, my whole thing would be like, well, what can I win? Well, you can go to England. Wow, that's cool. Or as opposed to, what can I win? We're sending you to Derbyshire, to Bloodstock. I'm cool. Yeah. I'll just take the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you'll possibly be going, and we'll draw that one lucky name out of some imaginary hopper at some point. Yes, Drew?
Yes, Adam.
All right. Let's talk to Ashley, 21. Ashley?
Hello?
What's up?
Hi, I was calling. I had a hysterectomy about 6 months ago. And before then, my sex drive was okay and everything was fine.
Hold on. Why did you have hysterectomy?
I had cervical cancer.
Oh, my goodness. Awesome.
21. Wow.
Did you have radiation, too, or?
No. I just had mainly uterine cancer. I still have my ovaries and I still have my fallopian tubes, but I had my uterus removed.
Wow. Uterine cancer, how rare. Whew, for your age, anyway.
It runs in the family.
Oh, my goodness. Uterine cancer runs in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dad and brother both had it.
Well, the dad that
died.
Well, the brother that had a woman caught inside him, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. That would be my criteria. Look, if there's a woman inside of you, then if we can perform a hysterectomy on it, we will then cut your penis off.
Right. There you go.
All
right. So what's the question? Your sex drive has changed after hysterectomy?
It's gone.
Are you on any kind of hormones now?
No, because I still have my ovaries.
Right, I understand. And were you, are you having any pain?
What would they put you? Would they put you on that Premarin if they took your ovaries?
Sometimes.
They'd have to try around with it, but put me on something, yes.
Right, they put you on some sort of, basically to try to recreate what your body is no longer making.
Yeah.
But are you having pain with intercourse?
No. Just not really. There used to be like a want or kind
or a drive.
excitement, but now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you having
cancer, or put a wet blanket on that.
Right. Are you having some sort of aversion because of all that? Are you traumatized by it?
You know, I had a pretty rough childhood in general, so I was pretty traumatized. But
What'd you have? What'd you have?
I had the raping uncle, the abusive stepfather, the neglective mother.
Okay, but maybe the trauma. Yeah,
that's it.
Except for that. But maybe this has rekindled some of that old trauma stuff, having been through this big surgery and having a life-threatening experience. You know, the common experience in trauma is the experience of powerlessness, and I couldn't imagine anything that felt more powerless than having cancer.
Yeah, that's the stuff you got to look into.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're telling me there's no God?
Yeah, well, he has a plan.
Yeah, he's got a plan. Hey, here's my plan for Ashley. We'll let her uncle F her during her childhood, and then when she hits her late teens, we'll give her uterine cancer. Fantastic. All right. Hey. Whoa, don't argue with the plan.
Women do sometimes complain, though, after a hysterectomy, when the ovaries remain, that they still have a funny change in the sex drive, and there's debate about why that might be.
All right, Ashley, you've been through a lifetime of trauma. Yeah. Well, actually, many lifetimes of trauma, because obviously there's many people that aren't abused, although they never call this show, in your short 21 years. So therapy, baby.
Yeah, I look at that.
I'm in monthly therapy. I go every other week.
Every other week? You should be going twice a week.
Right.
I go regularly, and I will continue to do so for a very long time.
Good. Feel free to hate your family.
You should talk to the endocrinologist or gynecologist about this. Sometimes there can be changes in circulating sex hormone binding globulin and other very subtle changes that can change things like the level of free circulating testosterone, which is something that's very powerfully affects sex drive in women. So look into that.
All right, super fast. Cassandra.
Hi. How you
want to know what religion we are?
Wait.
You want to know what religion Drew is and I am?
Yeah.
I'm an atheist. Drew's probably an atheist. He just doesn't have the huevos to admit it. So go ahead.
I'm not as vehemently an atheist as Adam is.
Right.
Are you a Mormon? I'm not interested in organized religion.
Right. All right. You don't really have anything. No. Half Jew, but nah, that's nothing, right? Drew's got nothing. All right. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this. Well, that's the show, everybody. Big show planned tomorrow night. Dr. Drew, our guest tomorrow night.
Nice.
Studio. It's going to be awesome.
Fantastic.
And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.